Well, there's plenty of cool spots and hot spots globally at the moment, and I'll endeavour to look at a few of those in today's video. Thanks for clicking on to the 6th edition of Vogan's Global Weather Report. This is the GFS chart, the newest run of the GFS for the 850 temperatures next weekend, and we are looking at more outrageously warm temperatures printed out by the GFS model. Long way out. It's a full week away, and still things can change, but it's getting a little bit nerve-wracking now. The fact that the GFS continues to print out 40 to 43 Celsius in parts of the UK by next weekend. We take it with a pinch of salt still, because you cannot believe a model a full week away. But it is, like I say, a little bit nerve-wracking, the fact that it is continuing to print out some ridiculously warm temperatures. This is global 2-minute temperature anomaly for today, and you can see here that the world is sitting at 0.2 Celsius above normal. Northern Hemisphere 0.6 above normal. Southern Hemisphere 0.1 below normal. The Arctic nearly a full degree above normal. The Antarctic minus 2.3 Celsius below, and the tropics 0.2 Celsius above normal. Focus of heat compared to normal at the moment globally, according to this chart, looks to be over central northern portions of Alaska and northern parts of Canada. Very hot conditions, record-breaking conditions within the Canadian archipelago. Still cool conditions across the Great Lakes and the Midwest. Quebec below normal, as you can see here, but a large concentration of heat within the North American continent, the northern portion of that region. The UK and Ireland, of course, has seen a cool start to July, as we did see in June, but it looks as if we're going to turn that around this upcoming week. We're going to wipe out that negative anomaly, and I think we're going to go above normal with the temperature here. Focus of cool Scandinavia, central and eastern portions of Europe. The focus of where it's been very cool recently over western parts of Russia. We're now starting to see the temperatures coming up with the shift of cool in the central and eastern portions of Siberia, as you can see here. It has been a cool June within Pakistan, and we'll continue to see that chilly theme through the lower southern portion of the Saudi Arabia. Sorry, I'm getting tired. Saudi Arabia, the peninsula here has been quite cool through the equatorial portion of Africa. Much of India has been below normal, as you can see, and Australia has been below normal. This is the temperature profile for the world through the first 8 days of July. Focus of very, very chilly conditions across western portions of Kazakhstan, as you can see here. Very, very cool here, and central parts of Russia has been cold thus far. The UK also below normal, but we're going to see temperatures flip around, I think, over the next week or so. Australia has been very chilly, as you can see here, and across northern portions of India into Pakistan, it's been below normal. Looking at the rainfall for the European continent over the next several days here, of course, high pressure is going to become quite a dominant player across not only the UK but across central portions of Europe. This is the accumulated precipitation. Now, over the next several days, we're going to see little in the way of rain, but notice here that we start to see the rains coming into the northwestern portion of the UK and across Ireland. The reason why is that area of high pressure sinks into central portions of Europe, and with low pressure approaching from the northwest, we'll start to see the rains coming in, and by the time we reach the middle and latter half of the new work week, we're going to start to see rain chances increase across central and southern portions of the British Isles, marginally, may I add. Even by next weekend, it looks as if it's going to be a fairly dry affair across the southern half of the British Isles, generally speaking here. Looking at the tweets by Maximiliano Herrera, extreme temperatures around the world. If you haven't already, do check him out. He publishes a lot of interesting stuff about world weather, and he's basically talking about how June has panned out in many countries around the world here. So certainly do check that out if you haven't already done so. But you can see here that Concordia weather station in Antarctica recorded its first minus 80 Celsius in 3 years, which is quite interesting at this particular site, and it is the world's coldest temperature of 2022 so far. So that's Concordia weather station recording a very cold minus, I think it was minus 82. Doesn't actually show. Does it show here? Certainly the first minus 80.3 Celsius recorded, and this was a tweet from Stefano de Battista. Hope I can get that pronunciation right. This is a tweet, by the way, from Simon Cardy, based down in London, and he reports that the period between January and June, so the first 6 months of 2022, falls within the top 5 warmest for the British Isles, as you can see here, which is quite interesting. And it's been, of course, a very warm first half to the 2022 period across much of Europe. And I think you can look into all aspects of why that is the case. But nonetheless, it's interesting to see that. So looking at the 850 temperatures here for the next several days, relatively cool across the north, warm across the south. We're going to see temperatures coming up even across Scotland, 27, 28, possibly 29 Celsius. Murray Coast, parts of the Central Belt, maybe Aberdeenshire on Monday afternoon. That would, of course, be by far the warmest temperature of the year so far for Scotland. Northern Ireland and the Republic going to see some pretty warm conditions as well. So summer will arrive in parts of Ireland, where we've seen a very disappointing summer so far here. But it's really as we push towards the period, middle and latter half of July, or should I say next week. Like I say, I'm starting to wilt actually, so I do apologise about that. But you can see here, this is the latest run of the GFS, 850 millibar temperatures, and it looks as if there is a window that I keep alluding to towards the end of the upcoming work week and into the weekend, where we could see some of those ridiculous temperatures that the GFS continuously prints out. It is a little bit alarming to see 25 Celsius at 850 in the UK, and that is what the model is showing. That translates, by the way, to temperatures of 40 to 43 Celsius in the British Isles by next Sunday. Long way off, it can still change, and I'm not going to go down the road of putting the fear into people, but certainly this is becoming a little bit worrying, the fact that this continuously comes back on the models here. Hopefully the modelling is too warm, and you would like to think it's too warm, but who knows. We shall wait and see what happens. Certainly upper 20s, low 30s for a good portion of this week coming up. Midlands and south of the UK. We're going to see the temperatures across Scotland coming back down, I think, as we press through the week. The reason why is we've got an area of low pressure that will move and bring some fairly heavy rainfall across the top of that high as it sinks south and southeast into Europe here. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Please like, please share, and if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button. Have a great day. Bye for now.